One Direction, they rocked. Let me tell you.
The Jonas Brothers sold out.
Were there any fights? Did you witness any fights at that
There
concert?
were no fights.
Okay.
No fights with One Direction.
There were no Taylor Swift fans that were brawling with One Direction fans.
I know it can get crazy at those.
Well, I mean, I didn't, luckily I wore my One Direction gear, so I was, I assimilated.
They knew you were down.
But yeah, if I had like my Jonas Brothers stuff on, then man, I would have needed a bodyguard or something.
Did you have to tell people you were with to hide their Jonas Brothers gear, just in case?
Just in case, yeah.
It's like going to Cleveland. It's like a Steelers fan going to Cleveland. Put the coat over the Steelers jersey.
Yeah.
I just hope you took it easy in the mosh pits.
Everybody, welcome to another episode of the Donut Bag, part of the Pulse Podcast Network and the PodHub Network. In this episode, we preview Week 13 in the NFL and talk about the latest goings-on with the Steelers with regulars Mark Hagelauer and Coach Warzu. Also, check out the latest video from the Cooking with Mama T series where my mom makes rum balls. All right, the Donut Bag starts right now. All right, now to preview Week 13 in the NFL. I have our regulars, Mark Hagelauer and Coach Warzu. What's up, guys?
What's up?
All right. So we need to talk about this our little pigskin pick'em thing. Right now, Mark is number one overall with 116 correct picks. I am one behind with 115.
It's close. It's tight.
Coach, I swear to God, Coach is at 105. You're 11 behind, but I swear that's solely based on.
Listen, we're 9 of those picks Detroit Lions.
I was gonna say it was solely based on the Detroit Lions.
You could blame Stafford for that one.
Yeah,
damn you, Barry Sanders.
So there's someone who I will only call Ultramart because he has another name that's not suitable for families. It's only one behind, and then Spielberg Stud, great name, is at 109, and whoever Germ is at 101. So basically, it's a three-way race. But you never know. Maybe if Coach stops picking Detroit, maybe you could get back into it.
Yeah, I mean Detroit and Atlanta, I've vowed off of them. I mean I've sworn off.
You quit them?
Either one of those teams. So I just as a preview, I will be picking against both of them. I don't care who's on the court.
Even if they play the Raiders.
Listen, they could be playing KC, or I mean, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Cincinnati, Cleveland. I mean, it doesn't matter.
All right. So the Thursday night game is actually good. Holy crap. The Saints at the Cowboys.
Yeah,
who made a mistake on that? Who made a mistake with the schedule?
Somebody like hit the wrong button or something like that, or clicked or something like that.
They accidentally flexed that game out as Sunday night.
Right. Yeah. So I'm taking New Orleans. I just think New Orleans is unbeatable right now, and I'm actually rooting for New Orleans because if they keep winning, they'll win so much that like by the time the Steelers play them, they'll play like all their backups or something.
Tell you what, I kind of like the Cowboys in this spot. I think if they can keep the ball on the ground with Zeke, I think they got a very underrated defense. And I think Dak is coming along with Amari Cooper. I just think they're going to pull one out here at home. And the Saints always kind of slip up, at least one time. I feel like when they start off hot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that. I think Dallas could give them trouble. I'm still gonna go with the Saints just because. I mean, I don't know if the Cowboys will have enough to overcome that. But I do think the Saints are ready to lose one. I don't think they're going to win out, but I don't know if this is the one they're going to lose either.
Well, I got to pick against the grain too to make a little run.
I know, really. Yeah, Dallas, you never know. Maybe they're making a comeback. Maybe Cooper is, gelling with the offense, and maybe there's something there. So
that one was in Dallas, right?
It is in Dallas, yeah.
So they may have a shot.
Now, this is the beginning of the Sunday 1:00 games. This is a super tough one, I thought. Ravens at Falcons.
Ravens, Joey. Ravens, Mark.
We know where he's going with this.
Yeah, because I'm taking the Falcons, but to me, it's a toss-up.
Yeah, they could be playing in Matt Ryan's backyard behind his house, and I'm still taking the Ravens.
I think I'm gonna go. We're gonna team up here and pick Atlanta to Atlanta and let him try and catch up here.
I know this could be the comeback
could be the week,
coach. Yeah, this could be it. Bills at Dolphins.
This should be the Thursday night game.
This is a classic Thursday night game right here. I'm going Dolphins, but Buffalo was 4-7. That's enough wins for them this year.
You've reached your limit.
You
maxed out.
We're cutting you off.
What was I wonder what the over under on what the win total was for the Bills in Vegas. I mean, it had to be around 3.5.
I would think 4 or 5 at the most, but 3 to 5
probably.
They're already pretty much right there.
Yeah, they've hit the over already. I'm going to go Dolphins. I mean, if this were in Buffalo, I'd probably go Bills, but go Dolphins.
Yeah, someone's got to win, so I'm going to go Miami also.
Or is this a tie?
Or is it going to be I'd like to see what Miami's record in Buffalo is. If it's like a cold weather game, or just Miami's record in cold weather.
Generally,
I don't know. Because I mean, when it's in Pittsburgh, when it starts to get cold, I hate it. And how would you like to if you're used to 85, 90 degree weather, and then you have to go to Buffalo and it's 20 degrees and snowing? Like, how are you supposed to adjust to that?
Listen, there's actually an article written in 2017 titled "How Have Miami Dolphins Fared in Cold Weather Games Historically?"
Okay.
So let's see here. It's 10 coldest games, including last year's wild card round at Pittsburgh, and 17. They're 4-6 in their 10 coldest games in history.
Okay. Interesting.
I will say, being at that playoff game a couple years ago when it was 6 degrees, that we went into in a bathroom. There was a little boy in a Dolphins jacket, and he was sitting in the corner saying, "Dad, please don't make me go back out there. Dad, please don't make me go back out there." And we were like laughing at first, and then we're like, "Wow, they came all the way from Miami. It's 6 degrees out. It's brutal for us. I can only imagine what it was like for them."
Well, that makes me feel better, because what I thought you were going to tell us was that one of you guys took his jacket because it was so cold.
No.
See, you made me feel a lot better right there.
I'm not that evil of a Steeler fan. No. If there's a Pats fan, maybe, but.
Yeah. Mark, you've been to. You go to all the games, Mark?
No, I usually go to maybe half of the home, or not half of them, most of the home games. I'll miss 1 or 2, maybe.
Have you ever seen? I mean, I go to like 1 or 2 games a year. Have you ever seen, like people from other, just like fights break out with people from the other team, fans of the other team or something like that? Did you ever see like any fights break out or any like nastiness or anything like that?
Since I've been sitting in the seats we have now, no, I haven't. I think most of the action is in the upper deck. I've been in the seats up there, and that's where some of the rowdier fans might be. I was at a Raiders game up there for, I think it was the season opener. They lost, Maddox was the quarterback, and good Lord, there were like 3 fights up there. But
I mean, that's the classic.
It's a Raiders
too. But not in our area. We have a pretty good section, so I don't really have to worry too much about.
I actually usually sit in the upper deck, and I haven't really seen anything. I don't know. That has to be. Oh, well, okay. Well, you've gone. You go to. You've gone to away games. Has anybody ever given you crap as a Steelers fan?
Not specifically, other than the typical, like, you would expect to have some joking back and forth, joking around, being, like when we went to New England, what was it? So someone said something about Ben, and then I was walking to my seat, and I like my comeback here because he said something about Roethlisberger. I can't remember the exact thing.
I can imagine.
Yeah, we probably know what it's referencing. And
Exactly.
I said, and I pointed back and I said, "Look out! You might be stepping over a dead body from a certain tight end on your team."
Seriously.
Like, oh. But it was just joking around a bit like that. It wasn't
I get crap from Patriots fans on Twitter. It's like, you really can't. You don't have any basis to be saying anything, considering what some of your players have done. So just shut the hell up.
Yeah, I mean, Ray Lewis responsible for one murder. Aaron Hernandez, multiple murders. No room to talk.
See,
and his own.
The Patriots lead the AFC East in everything. The Patriots are number one in everything in the AFC East, even murders.
Murders too.
Yeah, body count, wins, everything.
Yeah.
The Bengals might be trying to catch them in the.
They try. Oh, they try.
Mark, have you been to Cleveland?
No, that one I haven't gone to, but I haven't gone to too many hostile. Usually we've gone to trips where like in New Orleans, New York.
So I was
San Diego.
The party cities.
I was in Cleveland this summer, and I rocked as much Steeler gear as possible. I did everything but wear black and gold face paint, and people could not have been nicer. Now, I mean, it's the Browns. They won one game in 2 years at that point. What are they going to say? But the worst I got was "Go Browns" or something like that. But people, I mean, literally just came up to me and said, "Hey, Steelers are awesome. Good luck. We hope to be better this year," stuff like that. But they could not have been nicer.
Listen, let me speak on this from personal experience. I went to the University of Dayton, so a lot of my best friends are Cleveland Browns fans from Cleveland. I went to college amongst the most annoying fan bases in the world: Ohio State Buckeyes, Cincinnati Bengals, and Cleveland Browns. And then to top it all off, a lot of kids from Chicago went there, so that means Notre Dame fans and Cubs fans. Absolute worst. I mean, how could I be in such a sports hell?
That is a Pittsburgh fan.
Back then, it was like, back then they were upset, Browns fans, but now it's just they're defeated. And I feel bad. It's at the point where I don't even make fun of my friends any. Like I've said it on here before. Like I just feel bad.
Exactly.
But now they do have a glimmer of hope. So like that, the trash talking's coming back a little bit. They win a handful of games all of a sudden.
Anytime I talk to anybody from Cleveland, I just tell them I look forward to the day when I could hate you again.
It's like the NBA being at its best when the Knicks are good. Like when the Browns and Steelers have that rivalry going where it actually means something in the regular season. That's great. Yeah. That's great times in the NFL.
It was a great rivalry back in the day. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see. Bears at Giants. I'm going Bears.
I think it depends on a certain quarterback playing. I'm sure he will play this week, though.
Oh, that's right.
He's gonna. They're saying he's playing.
Yeah, so that's who I'd go with too. Then the Bears probably.
Go Bears.
Broncos at Bengals. Boy, the Bengals are in a free fall. I love it. But at what point do you stop being in a free fall? Like when, the Bengals.
Not this year.
Yeah. I love that they got destroyed by Cleveland. I love that Baker Mayfield was a total jag to them. I loved everything about that. But I'm going Broncos, but I mean at some point, I don't know. Based on how they played against the Steelers, I don't know if the Broncos are for real or if the Steelers just gifted them that game.
Oh, I mean, the Bengals are an absolute mess. Jeff Driscoll is the